Today on the Combat Logic, we are going over 5 current boxers with 100% knockout ratios. One of our light heavyweight champions that will be mentioned later on in this list was my inspiration for creating this, and it really took some research to find 5 names to add to this list. So, first off, I'd like to say if I would have made this list a couple years ago, I could have added Edgar Berlanga to the list, who made it to 16-0 with 16 first-round knockouts up until April of 2021, where he went to the scorecards for the first time and has since gone to the scorecards in his last 4 fights. So, can't add him. And a mention that I would like to add is Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is 43 2-1 as a professional. The 2-1, literally the 3 blemishes on his record, all come to Tyson Fury, and 42 of his 43 wins come by knockout. So that's not a 100% knockout ratio, but the one man that he took to the scorecards and beat via unanimous decision, he knocked out in the first round of the rematch. Okay, now let's get into 5 current boxers that have 100% knockout ratios. Starting off this list, I would like to add Bakhodir Jalolov. I am probably butchering his name, but he has been very impressive thus far into his 12-fight professional career. At 28 years of age, he is 12-0 as a professional, 12 knockouts, of course. He laid claim to his first title in just his 6th fight, where he won the WBC/NABF junior heavyweight title. And he hasn't had a title fight since. It's not a world championship, so they're obviously taking their time trying to build him, but he has serious potential in the sport. Given he's a heavyweight, he has another potential 10 years to be at his best. He's an Olympic gold medalist, which he won in 2021 at the 2020 Olympics. He is a 2-time world champion, gold medalist, 1-time world champion, bronze medalist, and then he's a 3-time Asian Championships gold medalist as an amateur, finishing off his amateur career with a record of 247-17 prior to his 12-0 professional start. Next up on this list, I got 23-year-old Jared Anderson, who is also competing in the heavyweight division. Though I'm incapable of enlightening you of what Jared Anderson's amateur boxing record was, because I cannot find it anywhere online, he is a 2-time U.S. National Championships gold medalist, and he has gone 14-0, of course, with 14 knockouts thus far into his professional career. Jared Anderson won the NABF Junior Heavyweight Championship in his 10th fight, and his last 2 fights, he won the WBO International Heavyweight title, as well as the WBC International Heavyweight title. Again, not a world champion, but he's done very well thus far into his short 14-fight career. Next up, we got 26-year-old Maryland native Gary Antoine Russell, who is currently competing in the light welterweight division. Gary Russell has made it to 16-0 thus far into his career, winning the WBA Continental Americas super lightweight title in his second to last fight. So, once again, not a world champion, but I'm sure very soon we'll see these guys in some world title fights. They keep knocking guys out every time they fight. It's going to happen. One of these knockout wins came over Giovanni Santiago, who most people believe beat Adrian Broner when they fought about a year ago. Next up on the list, we got 25-year-old Vergil Ortiz Jr., who, like everyone else on this list, has done very well for himself thus far into his career. Going 140-20 as an amateur, he is a Golden Glove silver medalist. He is a 3-time gold medalist at the Silver Gloves, and he shares each a gold medal and silver medal at the U.S. National PAL Championships. Thus far into his professional career, he has gone 19-0 with 19 knockouts. He won the WBC/NABF Junior Super Lightweight Championship in his 9th fight. He won the WBA Gold Welterweight Championship in his 14th fight. He defended that twice before he won the WBO International Welterweight Championship, which he has also defended twice. That brings us up to his most recent fight, where he improved to 19-0 in August of 2022. So, as you see, there are no world champions on this list yet until we get to number 1, Artur Beterbiev. Artur Beterbiev has really turned back the clock and, showed us that age is just a number with some people. He appears to be one of the very, very few guys that can beat Father Time at 38 years old. Doesn't even have 20 professional boxing fights. Okay? He's 19-0 with 19 knockouts at 38 years old, and he stops everyone he fights. He won his first title in his 6th fight, the NABA Light Heavyweight Championship, which he defended a number of times leading into his first World Championship fight at fight number 12, where he won the IBF Light Heavyweight Championship via KO in round 12. He defended that title twice before he then won the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship. He defended both of those titles twice before he also added the WBO Light Heavyweight Championship, and then he just defended those in his most recent fight earlier this year in January. I think a lot of people want to see Artur Beterbiev fight Dmitry Bivol for a champion versus champion, title unification bout. We'd have an undisputed light heavyweight champion, should that happen. I think a lot of people also want to see him fight Canelo Alvarez, considering how Bivol's fight with Alvarez went. As an amateur, Beterbiev went 96-10 through 106 bouts. He laid claim to 2 European Championships gold medals. He won a gold medal at the World Cup in 2008, and he won each a gold and silver medal at the World Championships in 2007 and 2009, all 5 tournaments of which he competed in the light heavyweight division. All right, just as a couple little honorable mentions to add to the list. We got Serhiy Bohachuk, who, again, I'm probably butchering that name, but the Ukraine native is 21-1 as a professional. Okay, he's not undefeated, so he doesn't fit the mold for the top 5 undefeated talents with 100% knockout ratios. But of his 22 fights, all 22 have ended via knockout, and he won 21 of them. All right, and lastly, I am going to add one more honorable mention to the list. Even despite what he did, he deserves a mention on this list, and that is Edwin Valero. Now, Edwin Valero died in April of 2010 at 28 years of age, as he took his own life whilst incarcerated for the murder of his wife. But at that time, at 28 years of age, he was 27-0 with 27 knockouts. He had just defended the WBC Lightweight Championship 2 months prior to his death. He won his first World Championship in his 20th fight, the WBA Super Featherweight Championship. He went on to defend it 4 times before moving up to the lightweight division, where he won that WBC championship and defended that twice. Very, very sad story. He had so much potential. I mean, 27-0 with 27 knockouts. An 8-time 2-division world champion that's not even 30 years old yet. It's such a sad story. It's such a tragic story. But nonetheless, that is my list of the top 5 undefeated professional boxers with 100% knockout ratios. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I am trying to grow it. I'm trying to do something a little different with it. I have come up with so many video ideas over the last several months because I realized no one gives a shit about unknown people talking about fights. So I'm going to be trying to make a little bit more interesting videos for you guys. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I will be back very soon with another.